Well, second go-round at your senior year, any different feeling going into this camp, or kind of deja vu from what you experienced last year?
The feeling's pretty much the same. I mean, camp is always just going to be camp, and last year it was my senior year, and same thing this year. So
you start looking around a little bit. Hey, this is the last time I'm going to do some of these things, or you try to keep that out of your mind, or?
No, I mean, I'm just going out to practice to get better. I'm not thinking about this is my last time. I'm just same thing I did last year.
What so much experience back on the defensive line. What stands out to you about this group that you guys put together this year?
The D line this year, I mean, we got a little more. We got guys that are coming back, me and JT, so that's a bonus. And then we got guys that didn't play last year that were young that are stepping up. So I mean, I think the combination of people stepping up and people coming back from injuries is going to be a big positive.
One of those guys stepping in is Deuce, obviously, and we have none of us have talked to him before. So what can you tell us about Deuce? What does he bring to that line?
I mean, he's an awesome dude. I mean, and then football-wise, he's good at everything he does. I mean, he'd probably give these interviews just as good as you guys. It's just everything he does, he's good at, and it's funny to watch him. I mean, he could pick up anything and be the best at it already.
He's obviously had to wait a long time. How hard do you think that has been on him to sit there and wait this long to play college football?
I think it's been really hard on him, but at the same time, he handles it so well. I mean, you would never know. He's in there coaching guys up, and he just always has a positive attitude, and you can't really take anything away from him.
I know we talked at that hospital event at the Fiesta Bowl, but I mean, what was last year like for you, and how hard was it to have that happen in the first game and really just to have to do the rehab process and everything and sit out the whole year?
I mean, once you're done, you're done. I mean, there wasn't anything I could do about it at that point, so I just got in the weight room, and I did everything I could to get back as soon as possible. I got back for spring ball, and I mean, it wasn't ideal, but I got to come back this year, so that's positive.
Have you ever gone through anything like that or an injury like that before?
No, I've never really been injured seriously, so that was the first one for me, and it's definitely an experience where you learn a lot about yourself, and you have to stay positive, and but I'm totally past that now, and just ready to play.
Coach Harsin was saying you were maybe the best player on the field in that game before you got hurt too. I mean, did that make it any tougher, just that you were so ready for that season and then the role you were going to play, and all of a sudden it was just taken away from you like that?
Yeah, I mean, anytime you put that much work into something and it's something like that happens, it's frustrating, but there's nothing you can do about it.
JT said you and him became good friends, rehabbing and stuff a lot, and just together. What was that like for you two together, kind of coming back, knowing you had another season?
I mean, knowing I was coming back with him and knowing that I got to do all my rehab with him, I mean, it made it a lot easier to have a guy, right there next to me going through the same thing I was going through.
You and Sam obviously both started at tackle last year, both playing end this fall. What does that do for you guys to have that flexibility to move guys around a little bit up front?
I mean, anytime you could play two positions, it just makes you more versatile. Then when you get moved down into a 4-eye or something, you're just more comfortable down there. So anytime Coach Caldwell can move people around, he's going to do it, especially when they're younger. So you just learn more. You can never duplicate a double team at a 3-tech like you can at a 5 because it's different. But then once you've done that and you do other things, it just gets easier.
Sam was saying that you guys obviously you guys are good friends. You said that they work out all the time in the offseason together, but you're also kind of in a way competing right now for playing time. How do you view like competitions like that, I guess?
I mean, you can't play the whole game. I mean, to be too deep at defensive end is, coaches can't really ask for anything more, because when you could just keep rolling in fresh bodies, we are competing, but at the same time, we want to be able to play fresh. And when you got a guy that could go in there like Sam and do a good job, just as good of a job as you, then you're going to be set.
In terms of returning 3 seniors coming off red shirts, Coach Caldwell said that he's never really had anything like that before. As a player, does it feel different when you returning that many guys or having that much depth at all? Is it noticeable?
No, we still got to get better. Every day we're out there trying to improve, and it's not like we think we just made it because we're seniors and we're all coming back.
Are you good to go? Obviously now. When was it kind of the turning point for you where you knew you could kind of turn it loose?
I did all of spring ball and I was fine. So probably then.
It seems like ever since you got here, the question was inside, outside. What do you like? What are you going to play? And Coach Caldwell was saying that, hey, we're going to start outside, but if we need him to come in, he still can. do you prepare differently, knowing that the inside may still be an option, or are you only focused on the end right now, or what's kind of your outlook at where you might play?
I mean, it's a lot of the same stuff. The drills we do in individual are a lot of the same things, and I don't know. Right now, I'm just trying to get better at defensive end, and if they need me to move, I'll move.
Did you treat last year, even like school-wise, any different, knowing that you'd have this year as well, or have you graduated yet, or?
Yeah, I postponed my graduation a semester, so I only took one class last semester. But I mean, I'm in 12 credits now, so I'm already graduated. Just taking classes to play, really.
Gotcha.